But they weren't the calculated sobs she'd used earlier. These were ugly, desperate cries of someone who had finally been held accountable for their actions. As we left the courtroom, Ryan put his arm around me. "You did it," he whispered. "It's over." But it wasn't over. Not really. As we walked to our car, I spotted Jack's mother standing near the courthouse steps. She was watching us with cold eyes, her mouth set in a thin line. She didn't approach or say anything, just stared as we passed. That night, I couldn't sleep despite my exhaustion. I kept thinking about Jack's mother at the courthouse. Why was she there? Had my mother invited her? Or was she there on her own, still invested in protecting her son's reputation after all these years? The next morning, I woke up to my phone buzzing with notifications. Someone had created a Facebook page called Justice for Susan Bennett, claiming I was a vindictive daughter keeping a loving grandmother from her grandchildren. There were already dozens of comments from people in our old town, most of whom didn't know me or the real story. I showed it to Ryan, who immediately reported the page to Facebook. "Don't read the comments," he advised. "They don't know what they're talking about." But I couldn't help myself. I scrolled through, my stomach churning as I read comment after comment, calling me selfish, unstable, even evil. Many mentioned Jack, saying he was a good Christian man who had made a mistake as a teenager and deserved forgiveness. One comment in particular caught my eye. It was from Jack's mother. "Susan has been a dear friend to our family for years. She's a wonderful grandmother who is being punished for maintaining friendships that her daughter disapproves of. This restraining order is a travesty of justice." I threw my phone across the room, barely missing Tyler as he walked in. "Mom?" he asked, his eyes wide. "Are you okay?" I forced a smile. "I'm fine, buddy. Just dropped my phone. What's up?" "Emma won't let me play with her Legos," he complained, momentarily distracting me from my anger. I spent the morning mediating a Lego dispute, making breakfast, and trying not to think about the Facebook page. By afternoon, Facebook had removed it, but the damage was done. Screenshots were circulating, and the gossip in our old town was spreading. That evening, I got a call from Olivia. "Have you seen what Mom's doing?" she asked without preamble. "The Facebook page?" "Yeah. It's not just that," Olivia said. "She's telling everyone at church that you're mentally unstable and that you're turning Emma against her real father." I felt suck. Jack is not her father. Ryan is her father in every way that matters. "I know that," Olivia assured me. "I'm just telling you what she's saying. It's getting out of hand. Some of the church ladies are talking about organizing a prayer vigil outside your house. They don't even know where I live," I said, but a chill ran down my spine. My mother knew our address. She'd been sending packages there. "Mom might have shared it," Olivia admitted reluctantly. "I'm sorry, Cassie. I tried to talk her out of all this, but she won't listen to me." After we hung up, I called my lawyer again. She advised me to document everything and said she'd file a motion for contempt if my mother was found to be orchestrating harassment in violation of the restraining order. The next day, I was at the grocery store with Emma when a woman I didn't recognize approached us in the cereal aisle. "Are you Cassie Walker?" she asked, her eyes darting between me and Emma. I instinctively moved Emma behind me. "Who's asking?" "I'm Melissa Miller," she said. "Jack's wife." My heart nearly stopped. This was the woman who had married my arpist, who was raising children with him. She was pretty in a conventional way. "I have nothing to say to you," I said, turning to leave. "Please," she said, reaching for my arm but stopping short of touching me. "I just want to talk. 5 minutes." Emma was looking up at me curiously. I didn't want to make a scene in front of her. "Emma, can you go pick out a box of granola bars, the ones with chocolate chips that you like?" Once Emma was a few feet away, I turned back to Melissa. "Make it quick." "Jack told me everything," she said, "about what happened when you were teenagers. He's not that person anymore. He's a good husband, a good father." I laughed bitterly. "Good men don't rap 16-year-old girls." She flinched but pressed on. "He made a terrible mistake. He spent years trying to make up for it. The community service, the coaching, the church work, it's all his way of atoning." "What do you want from me?" I asked, keeping one eye on Emma, who was comparing nutrition labels on granola bar boxes. "I want you to stop this vendetta